H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, wait a minute. Today is my favorite day. It happened to be Women Rock Wednesday. Oh my goodness. It done popped up on me so fast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to share the show and I want y'all to do the same thing. Let me go. Let me go over to Facebook and see if it popped up. Yes, there I am. I popped up, so I'm gonna share it now and y'all, I can tell y'all ain't sharing the show. Because it'll pop up and tell me who's sharing the show. And some of y'all haven't been sharing. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I found some of y'all out. You ain't been sharing. But it's okay. I ain't mad at you. But you haven't been sharing. I'm still sharing I'm going over to my YouTube. Let me go over there. I'm going to share it and I'm going to text a few people and say, look, man, the Chop Shop is on right now. And that's what we should be doing every single time. So we want somebody else to get this message. Real talk. You know how they say real talk? We want somebody else to get this message. Chop shop. We want somebody. I see you guys. I see you out there. I'm waiting on my women. I see you guys. It's gonna be crunk. Y'all know I got something. Y'all know Brandon We Fall. You know what I be forgetting? Everybody don't get a chance to hear everything because they're doing something. Well, I'm trying to wait for my stuff to formulate here. Let me take it back out and let it formulate again. Hold on. Just waiting on. I'm glad somebody just told me something too. But let me see would this work. Hold on, let me see something. Yes, it works. Um, Let me do that. But I ain't seen my women yet. I see you, fellas. I see you. We gonna get this thing cranked up. We gonna get it cranked up. It's just I forgot, and sometimes I got to repeat things. Cause I think y'all get it after one time, but what if Casey Small go over there and start doing something and he missed it? What if the businessman, he doing one of his business deals and he over there doing something else and he didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I found out Simeon might have been busy. Simeon might have been, doing whatever he doing. He come back. I'm finding out that we don't get it all the time. Sterling Creeks, what's going on? I think I shared it with everybody. I think I did. I'm looking at the headlines. Uh, you know, I didn't see no headlines. Wasn't none good. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see no headline that was good. Let me go to college basketball. Let's see. Let's see that they got some for Florida fans. The Title VII. Trey Johnson, University of Texas, he announced that he's going to the NBA. That game between U of H and Florida had 18.1 million viewers. Let me see. That's all that's happening right now. See, and I keep telling y'all, every day, I have to come here and figure out what I'm going to talk about, what I think we should be shared, and occasionally I will ask y'all, what What y'all like? What y'all want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? What y'all, because listen, I want to take a moment out for gratitude. Uh, and uh, and for those of us who are joining Chop Shop for the first time, somebody, the Shadow Show. I don't understand why people won't. If I had something like this, y'all share them. Oh, hold up. Y'all share them Instagrams to me with Ryan Clark and all of them. Y'all share the hell out of that. We won't share the show that's helping our community. Nothing against the other shows you share, but just share this one too. Kind of makes sense. If you're part of a summer, okay, see, this kind of stuff I like. If you're part of a summer ball basketball organization right now, Melvin Dudes, you got your June bugs up there. I know y'all coming down for Doug Dozen. I don't know if he got that age group, but Melvin Dudes worked that out. Since you're playing them in everybody else's tournament, let's make sure they play in Doug tournament. If you sign up for the Doug Dozens, it's May 16th through 19th. Let me see, 16th through 19th. That's soon. That's coming up soon. So look here. Let's mark this day down in your calendar. May 16th through 18th. Doug Dozens. Hold on. Mark this down. He didn't know I was going to do this, but when he put it up on the screen, I'm going to talk about it. This is an event that I would want you to come support. I know there's some crazy stuff going on out here in summer basketball, but let's give to the guy that gives so much of his time. Okay? May 16th. Listen, even if you ain't going, buy a couple of tickets for somebody else so they can go. Somebody said, finish up part 2 of Bruce Pearl and coaches like him. that is booty. He's so something else. I got it. Let me put that. Y'all got me? Who are those queens behind me? They just beautiful black women. And it's Women Rock Wednesday, and y'all got, I don't know even neither one of them. But boy, let me tell you something. It makes the old ugly guy like me look good when I got them behind me. But would y'all do me that favor? Paul Miranda, use your influence, because you got influence in Dallas and in Houston, and you got influence everywhere. Paul, could you get a couple of teams to come down here to play it in Doug Dozens on May the 16th through the 18th? Could you do that? I know Thaddeus Moody got him. Congratulations, Coach Woods. We didn't already. That's old news to us. Coach Woods started the job. I think he's over there today. I got a chance to see him yesterday. I love talking to that young man about basketball. This is, how some people just click with you about basketball. Me and him was talking about the basketball game, and I'm just sitting there listening to him talk. I said, I love it. I love it. I just love to hear him talk. Shout out to Coach, got the North Shore basketball job. I didn't understand how prestigious North Shore is, and y'all got to understand. I just don't. Robert had a son that played basketball, but I don't know everything about high school basketball and the coaches and them. Well, I know some of them, but I don't profess to be an expert on high school basketball. I don't. Ricky Jackson, I don't. Can you tell us how you got hooked up with Penny? Hey, I can tell you who at the sheriff's department was our first our bodyguards who was protecting us. I can tell you who that is, and that's this guy just came up. He treated me bad today. That's Ricky Jackson. Was part of the sheriff department team that protected Penny and protected myself. Um, when we first got in, that and not just protected, just being around us when we go to different places and to the movie sets and the commercial sets and all that kind of stuff. But Ricky Jackson was one of the first guys they put on that duty, and he'll forever be a friend of mine. A moment of gratitude for you, Mr. Jackson. Um, but Paul Miranda, for real, this not me just talking. Let's support our folks, man. A young man be in the gym all the time. Um, he ain't gonna get everything right. Neither do I. Neither do you. Do nobody get everything right. But you got to understand, some people, some people just when their heart is in the right place, and once a year he just asks y'all to support him. Let's make let's get foot traffic in there. Let's make it an outing. May 16th through 18th. Let's go hang out with Doug. Doug, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't looked at my calendar. I don't know where the hell I am. And I haven't been to nobody's basketball event, high school basketball event. But if I'm in town, May 16th, I'm coming out there. And I don't go to nobody's event. Y'all got me? I'm coming, Doug. I can't look right now, but I'm gonna look at my calendar. If I'm in town, I'm there. I'm there. So everybody, boom, boom, room. That's gonna be our meeting spot. May 16th through 18th. One of those days, that weekend, boom, boom, room. Let's get out here and support them. It ain't no reason for nobody who be on this show and support this show every day. We don't go support Doug's event. Okay? All right. Can we? I shouldn't even have to talk about it. Some things just shouldn't be even talked about. We got to step up and do it. This is a guy that support this show. This is a guy that support your kids. And you think we come on, y'all. Y'all come on. And I know y'all gonna do it. But sometimes we got to tell. Sometimes we got to tell each other. You follow me? What I got so much to stuff. Something just happened. But I want to give a moment of gratitude. And for those who are just joining us for the first time, because Ricky just cannot tell us how I got hooked up with Penny. I mean, it's Ricky. I'll never forget the first day I met him. I met him in the gym. He wanted to play me a one-on-one when I first met him. He was so competitive. And ever since that day at Memphis Fieldhouse, the gym, I met him. We've been inseparable since then. I'll put it like that. I'll never forget the day. Walk in the gym, see this little skinny dude. Tell me I want to play me. I thought I could still play back then, Rick. And that's how I met him. That's how I met him. And what happened? We just a friendship. I didn't listen. I went down there on business to represent him. Now, don't get it twisted. But I went down there and I went out and met my little brother, a young man that I've been part of his life for a long, long time. And that's what this stuff is about. You can sustain relationships time after time, year after year, ups and downs, arguments, fights. But you still say, oh, that dude that looked out for me. Because Ricky Jackson, he could have chose any agent in the business. He was Penny Hardaway. But I never forget. One night, he said, man, let's ride. We went out somewhere. And he told me, he said, if I decide to go to the NBA, I want you there to guide my career. I'll never forget it. I want you there. Changed my life, changed my family's life, changed everything. Changed Ricky Jackson's life, changed everybody's life. That young man, I kept coming down. I lived in Houston, but I kept coming back and forth. to Memphis. I said, man, I'm gonna stay here for a while. I just, I can't go back to Houston without the guy. But when he told me that night, I didn't relax. I mashed the gas. I mashed the gas. I wanted to make everything easier for him because he made a commitment to me then. So my job was just to make sure I was ready when it came to doing his deal and to doing his with the endorsement contract, doing the stuff to get him on the movie set with with Shaq and what's the name in Blue Chips. So Ricky Jackson, that's how it happened. It's a great story. Um, I maximized my moment. He maximized his moment. He would have been good. He would have been good. I would have been good. But when we got together, that's why I love the word synergy. Let's say, let's say Doug is a 2 and Paul Miranda is a 2. But when they got together to do something, it was 5 or better. So the sum is greater than the 2 equal parts. When when I'm choosing friendships, when I'm choosing things that I'm going into, I look at the other person. Ain't no use in me and you just being a 2 and a 2 and we make 4. We don't need to do that. When me and Paul Miranda, when me and Doug Smith get together, hey, Ada, I didn't get John yesterday, but you didn't get John. Oh, okay. Ada, I hear your boy Brandon Maxwell plays golf. Have you ever played with? Yes, fun to play golf with. He can play too. He can flat out get it, Ricky Scott. But uh had I didn't get to join. Oh, okay, okay. That's all right. That's all right. I got you. I got you. But that's how it happened, y'all. That's how it happened. But Doug Dozens, the 16th through the 18th, Doug Dozens. All right. But y'all, can I share something with y'all? I got some people. I got a couple people. They always, every event, they go to Super Bowl. Robert, I need tickets. Robert, they go here. They Robert, I need tickets. I get to get. Then I always help them get the ticket. I say, okay, but now this is how much the ticket's gonna cost. I don't get regular tickets. So this weekend, dude gonna call me, asking me about tickets. So I make a call. Robert, I got you some. It's how much they cost. I told him how much they cost. You know what he called me, texted me and said, well, so-and-so said he got some tickets for this. Well, you go get the ticket from him. I don't know where he getting this ticket from. But what happens, I know the dude. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something right now. Just because somebody is on this show with me, y'all see me sometime. Who on this show they see me with? Y'all see me sometimes with Doug. Me and Doug ain't got the same plug. I ain't got the same plug Doug got. Don't just lump me in the and y'all don't let nobody lump you into something. Just cause somebody, well, you go get his ticket. I got tickets right here. And this how much they cost. Don't call me with that old talking about somebody. Don't call me no more about no tickets. Y'all understand what I'm saying, Ricky Scott? Ray 2K. I come to you, Ray. Say, Ray, I need the tickets. You said, Ray, this is how much it costs, Ray. Because this way you're going to be sitting at when you mess with me. I don't know where Junebug going to have you sitting at. Well, Paul Miranda, he got some tickets for this month. Well, go get them from Paul Miranda. I'm saying some things like that just kind of piss me off a little bit. It's just get on my nerves, just a little bit. But I thought about something. I can sit up here and talk about this. Like we can sit here and be talking. Somebody came on the end of that, didn't understand what I was saying. But I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I might need to explain the Todd Golden situation again because I forget that a lot of people don't see all of the show. Like somebody in the next few minutes gonna tune on, they don't know what we just talked about, right? So, but when I found out that the lady didn't understand, but thank God Shanika was on here, and Shanika, I hope she get back on the show today. Yo, I don't see not one woman on here today, but guess what? Y'all notice I ain't waiting on no women to get on here. It's Women Rock Wednesday, but I'm not waiting no more. I'm not waiting. But the reason when a parent told me this, and I want to get back to y'all about trying to be grateful. And for those of you who are just joining the Chop Shop for the first time, I got this simple uh, and consistent goal uh, here on the Chop Shop. And the goal is intentionality, being intentional, being intentional about going to Doug's event. Let's be intentional. Put it on your calendar. I done gave it to you a month out. Ain't no excuse. Proactive, on purpose. We choose to walk, ladies and gentlemen, in the world's messiest intersection, busiest intersection, the space where sports and issues of race, and we're going to talk about race, we're going to talk about culture and grassroots basketball, high school basketball, all of this collides on this show. All of these is collide. We sit in the middle of that intersection. Tasha gonna have a different opinion from Rick. Rick gonna have a different opinion from Doug. Doug gonna have a different opinion from Odyssey. Odyssey gonna definitely have a different opinion from Paul Miranda, because Paul Miranda live in Dallas. Ricky Scott gonna have a different. Everybody on here, everybody. So I'm the conductor. I got to make sure it all sounds right. And sometimes my voice be a little loud because I'm a loud Negro from Memphis, Tennessee. Don't mean no harm. I'm just loud. I'm loud on the golf course. I'm loud. I'm loud. I'm loud. I ain't hollering at you. I'm just a loud dude. And I wish I could just talk like this. And well, Cooper Flag was this. I just can't do it. My lungs, my lungs are so strong. They just come out like that. But I was thinking about it. When I'm doing this thing, we sit in this messy intersection, and we talk about it. We build on it, and we debate on it. We debate on a whole lot of stuff, right? And after spending some time learning about issues and figuring out what we gonna do, that's what we do on this Chop Shop every day. We get up and dust off our hands and get ready to put what we talked about in action. That's what we do. I told people a long time ago, let's start protecting our elite young players, basketball players in the city, the players that's top. We're going to take care of all of them. We're going to take care of all of them, but we're going to protect the top ones. And I'll let you know later on why. See, if I can get you talking about these topics, because this stuff is hard. Sometimes it's hard because it has something to do with one of your sons or somebody. It gets personal. But gratitude, I told y'all, is a powerful tool of resistance. I appreciate y'all as listeners. I really do. I hope y'all know. Even the ones that's mad at me, who I think about y'all when I prepare for this show. I don't walk on this show, y'all, and just say, I'm finna talk. I can't do it. Hold on 1 second. It's a little hot in here. I can't do it. And the weather changing on me outside. And I'm locked in this office. And she says, since it's Women Rock Wednesday, me and Shaniqua Bedford have two young ladies that we are so proud of. Reese. Okay, I like that. Hold on. Let me put it on the broadcast. Hold on, y'all talk to my girl. Okay, since with Women Rock Wednesday, me and Shaniqua have two young ladies that we're so proud of. Reese, I forgot how to. Shaniqua, where you at? Give me that spelling again. An Animashan. 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 A student athlete at Vanderbilt, the volleyball. Yes, Shaniqua's daughter's a volleyball player. And Mackenzie Colley, that's Money Mike's twin sister. She's a college student at the University of Texas. Let me tell you something. And she up there, she ran a race this weekend, all for Texas, freshman. Got a personal best already. Y'all, she on the way. Y'all better look for them girls. Reese, y'all I got the, Shaniqua, you got to give me that spelling and pronouncing of that name. I don't want to mess her name up. Okay, but thank you, Tasha, for that. Those my two women that rocks today. Those are my two women that rock. Reese and Mackenzie. All right, y'all look them up. Share the show. Let's keep going. But back to what I was saying. I appreciate y'all as listeners. When I prepare this show, I think about y'all. Y'all see how important when y'all put a comment up there, I stop to recognize the comment. I can have a million things to say, but that's how important y'all are. So when I ask myself every day, what is it that would be helpful for y'all to know? Who can help us? Who can help us figure out some of these issues? Y'all, I'm grateful for y'all because when y'all give me questions that y'all won't ask, I go and look and I learn. Y'all are the reason we do this work. This ain't about me. I promise y'all, that daylight out there, I kind of want to be out playing golf. If y'all was, it's bitter outside, but I'm just want to. Sometimes y'all don't understand. I'm grateful, but let's get back. Cause I'm gonna talk about Todd Golden, but after time, but I want to talk about the Rockets again. Cause I just don't like the way the national press. So we got to talk about. We got to look out for our own. The Rockets have officially clinched the #2 seed in the Western Conference. First round opponent will be the winner of the 7-8 play-in game. Got me? Everybody got that? And then I think about the NCAA and I watch this and I watch how many mistakes I'm watching this judgment finna come down on college basketball and how the players gonna get paid and all that kind of stuff. But then I watched it, 18 million people watching the game. The NCAA is idiot proof. I didn't came to the conclusion. It's idiot proof. Because all these idiots up here doing some, and it's still, the ratings are off that chain. It's just, it's idiot proof. But I was thinking about something. I want our young players, uh, I want you to take something out of this because I saw something. And I want to share this with y'all. Uh, I don't understand, first of all, John Morant's teammates. He the only one came. Uh, this young man, I don't know what he was thinking about. Jalen Wells was going for a layup. I'm gonna let y'all see it. I'll show you another angle.
Oh my goodness, Jalen Wells!
Let me show it again. Cause I don't know what the hell this boy was thinking about. Daddy's mood, I ain't worried about no 66,000. It's 18 million. It's way more than hey, the advertisers ain't thinking about the 66,000 that is moving. I'm finna show you how enterprise work. The most important thing was that 18 million watching and watching the advertisement. The 66,000 wasn't watching no advertisement. They was in there enjoying the game. The 18 million, that was the key. But let me get back. What the hell was this boy thinking?
Miles on the year.
Oh my!
What the hell was this boy supposed to be a professional athlete? And he jumped his little ignorant ass up there in the air and knocked this boy out the air, and Daniel killed this little boy. This boy going into the playoff. That clown ass team ain't going into the playoff. Somebody got to explain this to me. You beat, man. That's a helpless guy because he don't know your wild ass coming up behind him. And look what you do. Didn't go for the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, all y'all need to be, all y'all need to be watching this and telling your kid, man, don't do no stupid stuff like this. Summer coaches, grassroots coaches, where they teach this at? Let me make it personal. What if that was your son? Because some of y'all so damn selfish. Well, it wasn't my son. What if it was your son? Took this little boy out the air.
Oh my goodness, Jalen Wells!
And he fell on his face. Little boy had to be on the stretcher, man.
Someone's gonna have to shoot that for him, and now we're gonna.
No place in basketball for that. Basketball, that's called basketball IQ. That's called zero. I told y'all, just because somebody make it to the NBA, don't mean they know everything about basketball. I told y'all, and now some of y'all don't want to hear it. Several coaches. Oh, I put a video. Gave y'all a video. Coach said, I know some guys that been in the league for 3 years and still don't know how to set a pick. Hey, when I come to Doug Dozens, I want to see them little Jim bugs knowing how to play. So y'all got a month to teach them how to play. But back, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, basketball IQ. Because some of y'all don't understand. That's basketball IQ right there. Hey, let that guy go. That's me knowing the game of basketball in a fast-paced moment. See, this what happens. This why people make mistakes. I'm going to talk about the U of H thing again. I watched that game again. I'm going to talk about that last play again. I got something for you. But being able to think and make the right decision in a fast-paced moment. See, in football, you get to play, then you get the break time, you go to the huddle, and basketball is perpetual. So you got to be, that boy lost it. His basketball, he lost it. He didn't know what to do. He just jumped in. He didn't go after the ball. He just jumped into. That means you don't know what you're doing on the basketball court. Got something else for you. Shadow Show. I told you, hey, y'all can't play with me on Women Rock Wednesday. I'm gonna have something for you. Watch this.
Come here. Buddy, that's Steph Curry. Steph, Buddy Hield. I want you guys to meet each other. Say hello to Steph. He's the greatest shooter in the history of the world. Wide open.
You do. It came open late.
I love you, buddy. I love you. Come here. Buddy, that's Steph Curry. Steph, Buddy Hield. I want you guys to meet each other. Say hello to Steph. He's the greatest shooter in the history of the world. Wide open.
You do. It came open late.
I love you, buddy. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Buddy Hield is a pro. Let me see how many years he been in here. Hold on. Steve was being, how long, Buddy Hield. Let me just put Buddy Hield. Let me just put, how many years he been in the league? Hold on. Let me hit this Wikipedia. How long he been in the league? Came in the league 2016. 8 years. And I'm not talking about this one incident. I happen to know some people that called the basketball games for the Pelicans, Sacramento, Indiana, Philadelphia, Golden State. He can shoot, but he just don't know how to play. This coach, you got the best shooter in the world on your team, and he open, and you decide that you gonna shoot the basketball. That's not smart basketball. That's low basketball IQ. Parents, I hope you heard that. Eric Boone, I know you just signed in. I hope you heard that. Coach was being facetious, but he was saying, Buddy Hield, let me introduce you to Stephen Curry, the best shooter in the world. If he's wide open, what he said, like my coach used to say, his misses is better than your makes. But I want my son to shoot the ball too, Mr. Haddle. Your son on the team with the best shooter in the city. If his basketball IQ is up where it has to be if he want to go to college, he gonna be smart enough to get that ball to that 50% shooter, to that 40% shooter. Never forget, Iceman, George Gervin, he told me. I said, George, man, you didn't pass, because I was looking at his stat. I said, Ice, you didn't pass nothing. He said, Bobby Hatter. He called me Bobby. Bobby Hatter. I'll shoot 60-some%. It'll be out of character. It wouldn't be smart for me to pass it to somebody shoot 20 and 30%. That's bad basketball. And Buddy, yeah, thank you, Beverly. He's so blind and not understanding it. He tried to make an excuse. He came open late. No, he didn't. You saw him late because you was trying to pull that thing. I hope somebody getting this. I hope some young coach getting this. I hope some young person getting this. I know y'all got a basketball tournament to play in this week. Mamas and dads, I hope y'all telling little Junebug this. Mamas and dads, go in the gym with him. If his behind ain't hitting 7 out of 10 shots, threes in practice, he shouldn't be shooting them. You should tell him, no, let's get up to 70. Let's get up to 70% wide open before you shoot him in a game, because your percentage is going to go down. And I know somebody telling y'all this. I'm just, you know what? I'm talking to the future. Because I know everybody on the boom boom room. I know y'all telling y'all young kids this. But let me keep going. But back to that young kid who ran, just let the man dunk, man. Jalen Wells, that kid that he knocked down on his head. The medical staff came and got him out of there. The kid got a flagrant 2 penalty, and he was injected. He's going to be suspended. Some Hornets players were kneeling and praying. I was left speechless when I saw this. I just shout out to Kenneth Lofton Jr. Big Junior, he won the MVP for the best international player in China. Shout out to Junior. They sent me a video of a Junior. It was a virus on that video, so I wasn't gonna put it on my computer. I got to find a better copy. But shout out to you. You went and found your lane. You didn't not make it to the NBA. You just said, well, I don't want to go to the NBA. No, you said, man, let me go get in when I fit in. You went over there and dominated. So guess what? Somebody might look at you again now. That's how we have to do. But let me keep going. Let me get back. Because somebody want to hear. The other day, I gave a shout out to Florida University, Eric Boone, for the first team in modern era to win the NCAA championship without a top 100 recruit on the team. You know how y'all, I want my time to be in the top. None of them dudes was in the top 100. None of them. But there was a part, skill the city basketball. Let's go Big Red, Big Red, Big Red, Big Red. Oh, you talking about Junior? You call Junior Big Red? Okay. That was a part of that championship game the other Monday night was being overlooked. But I'm not going to let nobody overlook it. And I'm thinking, ain't nobody going to talk about it. That's all I was thinking about. And I was talking about Todd Golden, the head coach, the young head coach for the Florida Gators. There were Title IX allegations against him that were dropped. Just because charges was dropped don't mean you were guilty. You wasn't guilty. And I think besides, the Title IX didn't find Title IX evidence by their standards, by their definition. But there was evidence of questionable behavior by the head coach at the university with a co-ed. He powerful. He the head coach basketball at Florida. And he trying to mess with a co-ed on campus. That's a no-no in the coaching profession. Every time they showed him on the screen the other night, Sonya, it made me feel some type of way. Because I felt like there were some young women out there, the women they still like Florida basketball, but they watched that. And I know them girls were saying, ain't nobody gonna bring it up. And he out there jumping around, acting like a 23-year-old, doing his natty thing. That bothered me. I was like, could you get the camera off of him? Because every time I saw him, that's what I thought about. I thought about them young girls. Could you get the camera off him, please? See, just to give you some context, I hope y'all hear, everybody in here. I hope, because I explained this yesterday. I'm going to explain it to him. I'm going to explain it till we get it. Because some people might be off doing something. They might be brushing their teeth. They might be doing something. They might be got the earphones in, but the boss talking to them. It was an inquiry open. It was discovered that he was sending text messages to a female student on campus. There was an inquiry done with the allegations of stalking. There was allegations of unwanted sexual advances. Allegations of unwanted photos being sent. And how these things just disappeared, I don't know how y'all do this stuff on social media. I don't know what happened, Sonya. Skill to the city basketball, I don't know what happened. There was no evidence found, they said, to continue with the case, and the charges were dropped. That don't mean did nothing happen. But it was a pattern of behavior. People should bring it up. That's why I'm bringing it up. Because after the allegations were made against Todd Golden, through his attorney, he threatened defamation lawsuits against the girls. What happened to those threats after the charges were dropped? Nothing. There was no defamation lawsuit. He threatened it. But if these girls lied on you, did he come close to losing his job? No, he didn't even miss a game. And a coach on his coaching staff, Torrin Green, the point guard for one of those championship teams, y'all remember with Billy Dellum, who is assistant coach right there on the staff right now. He got a case that's still active of sexual advances that were unwanted by a college student on the campus. So that whole coaching staff two of them at least. But not one time it was mentioned. This is me. It's Women Rock Wednesday, right? I need more women. I need some women. I need some more women. Somebody text some women. Somebody text, tag, tell some women. I need some women to explain this to me. They got to help me with this one. I need some women to help me. Sonya, I need you. How did he pay the bill? Yeah. DNAs were signed, the complexion for protection. Oh, Alpha Yo, I know what happened, but I need to let us know what happened. Alpha Yo wouldn't have gotten. Alpha Yo wouldn't have got away with that. But y'all, I'm beginning to really get worried. And I hope my young kids in the class are watching at Legacy School of Sports Science, the best class in the country. The entertainment and marketing class. Shout out to Reese. Shaniqua, break your last name down again, because I want to pronounce Reese's last name right. Break it down again, because the old man I just didn't get it the first time. I said it the last time. Break it down in them syllables. You know how they do. You know how they do the name. See, y'all got to realize every time when I call the games, going to different schools, the first thing I do when I look at the list of names, I always go to somebody's. Matter of fact, if the girl on the floor, I said, young lady, how do you pronounce your name? How? Because when I'm on this radio, I want to pronounce it right. She said, animal without the L. Animation. Animation. Thank you, girl. Reese Animation. It's my favorite volleyball player in the whole country. And guess who my favorite track star? Mackenzie Collins. Yes. Yes. They're my girls. Thank you. I just love it. Gina, I just talked about your son coming up. Hey, going over wherever he go, he trying to be the MVP or something. He go to China. He can't take Junior nowhere. He gonna come away with the MVP. He go to the G League showcase with the best player there. Then he go to the NBA showcase. Then they make a team on. You can't take Junior nowhere. But let me get back. Animation. Reese Animation. Okay. All right. Let me get back. What was that? Yo, I saw something. And I need you, Gina. This Zion Williamson, man, he just can't seem to get right. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell. Y'all got to hear me. Ain't no real one around him. I can tell. I'm talking about a real one who turned experienced ones into skilled ones. I'm talking about a real one who ain't gonna sit here and say and kiss your behind. Now he got an accused stalker romantically linked to him, assault a girl that he had at his home in a violent scene. Young man, an accused stalker romantically linked to Zion Williamson. His name again. Ain't no headlines about basketball. It's always headlines about what he's doing with these girls. Alleged stalker and love rival. She egged the NBA. She egged his house. threw eggs at the house. You know what that means? According to a report. She's 31 years old. It's also accused of threatening the unidentified love rival on social media before she got into the gated community. She had a key. He gave the girl a key. Homeboy, don't be giving no keys out. If you wanted to get it, give her the code to the garage. You can change it like that. Give her the code to the garage. You can change it on theirs. Just like that. Key, you got to go get Locksville. But you ain't got no real one around you. See, you easy to get a girl because you're Zion Williams. Somebody got to teach you how to be able to handle these type of situations where they won't get into the paper. The girl fled the scene and was later arrested and appeared in court yesterday. She threw eggs all at the man's property. Contacted the girl on Instagram and threatened her. Tell me, don't worry. It's going to be your head next when I drop this baby. It's a 31-year-old woman. Women, y'all help me. What's going on? And I know these dudes lie to y'all. I know he lying. I know he can't handle. He can get a girl, but he can't handle her. I can tell. Ain't nobody taught him. To whom much is given, much is required. Y'all, I'm talking to that class. I'm talking to one of them guys who might be in the positions of power. No matter what, you ain't got to be no athlete, whatever. You got a lot of money. You got to learn how to treat these precious. I know she's 31 years old, but her mind got to be thinking like a 12-year-old. The egg somebody's house. Who does that? She had a key but did not have permission to enter. Once inside, she allegedly grabbed the other girl's hair and hit her with a set of keys that were clenched in her fist. The victim left with cuts in her eyes and a lump on the side of her head and had 4 of her fingernails torn off. Now you facing 3 counts of home invasion, aggravated burglary, stalking. A bond was set at $50,000. She was ordered to stay away from the victim, and she got to give up a pistol that she owned. She has no prior record of violence. She also asked to lower the bond amount. Y'all got this. Lower the bond amount. Why? Because she's a stay-at-home mom with young kids. Y'all, it pains me. It pains me. It pains me. Shout out to the Phoenix Suns. They lost at home at the Warriors by 38 points last night, I think. Phoenix is now tied with Portland as the 9th worst team in the league. The current odds of the Rockets landing the top 4 pick are 17% because Rockets got their pick. What up, Hatter? Enjoyed the pivot interview with Penny. Representing Memphis well. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you watched it. I ain't had a chance to watch it. They're different now. Not all, but they have moms with their daughters jumping folks now. It's crazy. A lot of daughters raising their moms. Thank you, son. Dallas Mavericks. I don't know what to say about the Dallas Mavericks. The one thing I do hate that young man who I consider a friend of mine, he's taking the fall for all of this. And I know for a fact that he is not the one pulling the strings. But he's the general manager. He get paid the big bucks, get out here and take all of this heat. But they tried to line up a sponsorship deal tonight because Dallas played the Lakers tonight with a few of Luka's brand partners for the night's game. They tried to line up a sponsorship deal with him. But Luka's camp rejected the idea. I want to line up something for a special night for you to honor you with your brand partners. And you reject it. Team sources tell ESPN that the Mavs had also lined up lucrative sponsorship deals for Wednesday's game with multiple companies that Luka endorses. But those deals fell apart after Dante's camp declined to give it blessings, noting that he now played for the Lakers. That situation is that bad that man forgetting about exposure and money and everything, saying, I got another thing. I know it was just yesterday. They fired the coach. You know what? Nobody on this feed said, I mentioned, and my fault, because I mentioned, what's his name? Russell Westbrook, saying he got another coach fired. I said that. And then I thought about it. I said, Robert, hold on. This deal never happened without the okay of Luka. Jokic, or the Joker. Isn't that what they said about LeBron James and KD? I'm waiting for certain media members to bring that same energy. What are NBA organizations looking for coaches? What are NBA organizations looking for coaches? Dynasties, Nuggets, Bucks, Raptors, 5 coaches within 2 years. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out. In the best way I can. Homeboy, these billionaire owners now. See, all these owners billionaires now. These owners didn't used to be no billionaires. They got other companies. They got money to pay. Man, I ain't got time for that. You and Calvin Booth arguing and fussing while whether Russell Westbrook are the 8th man on the roster who gonna play at the. Y'all get that stuff right. And they kept on doing it. It's a new world order of NBA organizations. Steve Ballmer ain't got time for you and him to be, I can fire you and pay you and get me another one just like you, Mike Malone. My bottom line don't determine whether or not I'm winning. I'm in 4th or 5th place right now. And I was going to fire your ass anyway, so I might as well fire you now. Because if you mess around and win, the people be mad at me because I fire you and you win. I know, Memphis dudes, I keep trying to get you to quit always thinking like the fan. I know you're a big fan. But to understand this business, you got to think of some other people that's not fans. These owners. Don't care about winning championship. They win anyway. You care about winning a championship more than they do. I've been trying to give y'all this game for a long time, but some of y'all just y'all don't listen. Dude's a billionaires now. I fire him. Them coaches can't come in there arguing and arguing at the owners. Somebody, you need to do this. Hey, I'd get another one like you. What them girls be saying? Who was that? Beyonce. I can have another you in a minute. Yeah, you must don't know about me. Yeah. You must don't know about Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke. They own everything. They own the Avalanche. They own the football team. They own the Denver Nuggets. They own every damn thing. They own the LA. Hold on. No. Hold on. Yeah, the Nuggets. They own the what's the own? What's the owner with? They might own the Rams. They own everything. And got some of them soccer teams over there. So he ain't got time. Calvin Booth, Malone. See, Malone, one of those stuff talking coaches. Y'all remember homeboy, that is Moody. He had money before he was married to the Waltons. That ain't where he get his money from. That Moody. He had money before he married. He didn't marry into what Dan Kroenke is a dude. I ain't gonna let you do him like that. Tell me married to the Walters. No. He's a dude. But that's what it is. That's what the NBA, what they looking for in coach. They ain't looking for nothing in coaches. The players. They looking for players. Joker didn't like this dude no more. LeBron didn't like, what's the boy name? Darvin Ham. Out of there. I can replace you. I can't find no another LeBron. I can't find no more Jokers. I can find me a Mike Malone. Guess what I did? I just moved Rick Adelman's son, Dave Adelman, I think, up into him. Let's see what he do for these last few, and then see what I hire him. I give me another one. I can have another you in a minute. That's what the owner's saying. So I love the Masters. The Masters golf tournament is going on this week. They don't consider when you come in and pay to come in, you're not a fan. You are a patron. Because fan is the root word of fanatical. They don't want fanatical people on their grounds. You're not a fan, you are a patron. On your badge, when your ticket, it said patron. They don't even call the driving range at the Masters. It's the Masters practice facility. Words matter. The announcers better not say nothing. The announcers, Jim Nance, got to call the game a certain way. Or the golf tournament a certain way. Or they run his ass out of there. But I like that, Melvin Dukes. I like that. What else I got? Steve, hold up. Steve Kerr. Somebody just sent it to me. Steve Kerr, you know, he always got something to say. Head coach. He said the NBA head coaching profession, after the Nuggets fired Mike Malone, he said, I think one of the things that's happening that most teams are now owned by billionaires and big corporations. So we are all more expendable. He said it better than I did. There is so much money in this business now. There is a pluses and minuses to that. We're all making big salaries than we were 5 years ago, but we're all much more vulnerable because I don't think a lot of the owners are that concerned with firing him and paying a guy to go away. Again, this is a business that we choose and we love, but it's not the most stable profession. That's for sure. And I've been trying to tell y'all that for a long time. Coaches get hired to get fired. Thank you for that Google search. Heard. I was gonna say that, but I said I'm glad you said it. He said he was able to marry into that Walter family because they already had bread. Yeah, but he is a dude. I didn't want Thaddeus Moody. I didn't want you to just limit him to he married to the Walters. I wish it was that case. Shit, somebody need to come up. Shit, them women come up. Why can't the man come up sometime? Women come up all the time. They married it to the. But Herb, come. You know you ain't. You know you ain't said nothing. You was a little quiet. But Herb, I saw this, y'all. I saw this. Yeah, I went and watched the last play again. See, I didn't got over it now. At first, I was a little sick. I didn't got over it now. Share the show now. Share the show. I'm gonna share something with you. Let me play it again. Let me play it again.
That foul line has been a dilemma, although made the two big ones the other night. National championship is in the balance. 13 seconds left. Florida leads it by 2.
Uzan gonna go.
Uzan, give it up. Cryer, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, Sharp.
He walked, he can't touch it.
He can't. 1 second, and it's over. Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had a chance. I went and watched the play again. First night, I couldn't. Because you know I go watch the games over and over. I couldn't. I was so hurt. To see what happened offensively. Y'all, because I'm going to protect my people. I loved it. Because somebody come on here yesterday want to blame the players. And I said, well, no, we got to blame everybody. Also, I'm going to protect the players and I'm going to protect the coaches. Because it was split-second situation. Herb, I ain't heard you. You can text me. You don't have to put it up there. Check this out, Herb. I just played that play again. I saw Florida. They were blitzing the screens and they were jumping the screens. You don't know what blitz means. If somebody screen you, the big man jumps out and they double the ball. Carry.
That foul line has been a dilemma, although made the two big ones the other night. National championship is in the balance. 13 seconds left. Florida leads it by 2.
Uzan gonna go.
Uzan,
See how they
give it
blitz
up.
him over there? They blitz Uzang over there. Uzang thought he was going to turn that corner. But my problem is, and I'm going to keep having this problem, you got 4 players in the same vicinity. Herb, don't y'all teach spacing? So if we had somebody teaching young men spacing in the 6th grade, somebody would say, man, there's too many of us over here. Let me get there. When in doubt, spread out. That's all you got to tell them kids. They're going to remember that. I remember that from 100 years ago. When in doubt, Robert, spread out. When in doubt, spread out. So they was jumping the screens. See, what y'all don't understand, do you think in Coach Sampson huddle, prior to that play, that they were trying to get a three? Talk to me. What y'all think? Because I ain't talked to nobody. I just saw the game again last night. So I need somebody to talk to me today. Do you think Coach Sampson in the huddle prior to that play, because there was a timeout before that play, that they were trying to get a three? Who all think that? Y'all talk to me now. We 118. We got time. Roberts should have drove to the basket. Roberts should have drove to the basket. Let's see what you're talking about. Let's see what you're talking about, Doc. Hold up. Let me see what you're talking about. Let me see what you're talking about. Jawan Roberts should have drove to the basket. He had a ball. So y'all saying no. Had to have a coach. They should have it, ran it down their neck. Hold up. I don't think the coach play was for a three. Thank you, babe. I think the play was busted up, which resulted in another TO and running a timeout. Oh, Herb said, I love the staff at U of H, but I have been saying that they struggle to score at times. I think they wanted to attack the basket at some point, but those options. Herb, I'm watching it. I don't see it taken away from them. I think we took it away from ourselves. Anytime, let me go over there. Let me take my butt over there. Let me go over there where they at. Anytime I got 4 guys, wait a minute, let me see, right here, in the same vicinity, ain't nobody took nothing from me. I gave him that because I see all of this floor over here. Let me go down here. All of this floor right here, ain't nobody there. Wide open. But you got 4 guys in the same. Roberts missed on the elevator screen with Francis. I think they wanted to too. Why y'all keep blaming Roberts? How he missed? Roberts missed? What are y'all talking about? Roberts missed on the elevator screen. Hold on.
Cryer.
He was right there. The elevator screen worked. What the hell you talking about, Melvin Dude? Who is that? Melvin Dude, you've been on Twitter. The elevator, you know what an elevator screen is? The man got wide open on the elevator screen. You know what an elevator screen is? No, I mean for real, Melvin Dudes. Do you really know what a elevator screen is? Or you just saw somebody tweet it and you said it? The elevator screen worked. The man wide open. You said Roberts missed on the elevator screen with Francis. The man sitting there. Hold up, y'all. This the elevator. Wait a minute. This guy here, this Roberts, right up over me. That's Francis, right up over me. Elevator, you just going through the elevator shaft. He went right in the elevator shaft and got wide open. What are you talking about, Melvin Dudes? Y'all better come on here and know what y'all talking about, man. Y'all come on now. I study this stuff. The elevator screen, Francis did. You just saw that somewhere. Somebody else didn't know what the hell they talking about, and you didn't see this. Yo, you got to see this. The elevator screen worked perfectly. He didn't miss. He opened. The elevator screen worked. That dude had to go all the way around. And this man. on the elevator screen. Man, go on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not talking. Melvin News, you can't talk basketball to everybody because some people just go on the internet and get information. He said, I have a question. What wouldn't happen? What would have happened in Snap if Sharp touched? What? Damn! Oh, I love Todd Bowley. Oh, Todd, you'd have stepped into my world of analysis. I got that in my notes for y'all. I got that. She's talking about, go on, man. Hey, hold up. He could have stopped the clock and we'd have had, hold up. Let's see how many time we would have had.
Sure.
He should have touched the ball right there. We got 3 seconds left to get in our press and can foul. That's what, Todd, thank you. Todd, did nobody ask me that yesterday? I'm glad you on here today. I'm glad everybody on here except Melvin Dudes. Melvin Dudes, I'm playing with you. But Melvin Dudes, the elevator worked. He went through the shaft. The dude had to come around the shaft. Herb Baker, so if he would have touched the ball, the clock would have stopped. Yes. It would have been 3.7 seconds left. We get into our vaunted press, can get into a steal, a quick foul, and stop the clock. That could have happened. I didn't want to go there yet, y'all. Y'all let me tell my story. Todd, you cheating. They ran the set too late as well. Yes, Cryer was supposed to push the play. Absolutely. But I didn't see the coach tell it. Listen, when coaches want you to go, he should have been telling LJ, what the hell you go? But coach got his hand crossed over there. Y'all, look at coach. Let me point to coach over here for y'all now. Coach right here. Wait a minute, right? Y'all have inverted. Coach right there, y'all. Got his hand on his hip. Hold on, let me see if anybody else said something. Melvin Dude, but he said, I run elevator screen. You a shooter at the screen. He ain't touched nobody. You don't have to. Dude, the man had to go around him. Sometimes you don't hit nobody on the screen. Sometimes you just get the way. Let me show Melvin Dude so he can know what I'm talking about because he ain't got it yet. Walter couldn't go straight up to the middle. He had to go around. Watch. Don't let me hit play. He had to go around. He couldn't have a straight shot. So the elevator worked. Duh. Had the 3 spots. Wait a minute. What 3 spots would you want the shot to come up in this action? I'm okay, y'all get me. Hey, one, hey, one, let me see what did Wanda say up there? Cause she, hey, Sonya, you know he came because, hold up, here we go. Let me help y'all. Let me help you. Here we go. Let me finish right quick. See, because it seemed like an obvious opportunity for Sharp to pump fake and get to the rim. Okay? Whether he shoots it or pull it up there for one of them bigs, he been doing that the whole season. Right? It seems like it would have been easy for him to get to the hole, consider the closeout by Clayton. Watch this sorry closeout. Sure. That's a bad closeout. That's a terrible closeout. But he didn't read. He just seemed like he wanted to pull that thing to be the hero. He didn't read this play. Go, I'm gonna give him a step. Watch.
5 seconds.
He didn't read it. All he had to do was show that ball and be, 4 seconds. He could, y'all, hold up. Y'all see all, hold on, let me go. Y'all see all this area right in here, right in here. It's set up for him. He didn't read the play. Basketball IQ in a fast-paced game. The elevator screen worked. He went, but coach, he didn't have to shoot. He didn't need a 3. I would have showed 3. But I think he wanted to be the hero. He finished to the basket on the other night on Duke. He went to the basket and, around Cooper Flag, did the same exact thing. He went around Cooper Flag and got to the rim and yo-yoed that thing and kissed it right off the glass. He just did it the other night. So you talking about he don't have a history of it. Shh. If he did something the night before, I would think he could do it again. Go back and get that one. So let me keep going. It seemed like, it was a couple issues on the play. Let me get this out the way. There's a couple of issues on the play. First of all, and I didn't see nobody say it, or maybe one person said it, it took too long to develop. When I see you bunched up over there like that, Todd, Darren Brady, AAU basketball. Hold on. I got a pro in the line. Darren Brady, tell me under what circumstances that, 4 college players are in the same vicinity right here. Watch this.
Florida leads it by 2.
You got 4 college players right within 10 feet of each other. Bad spacing. When in doubt, spread out. So let me keep going. I told you, it was a couple. The play took too long to develop. Sean Davis, you're a coach. Darren Braden, the play took too long to develop. The first option seemed to be what they call a little rip screen that what's my man was trying to run? Uzane was trying to run. That was the first option. Seemed to be where a guard is going to come back off of 2 screens at the top of the key. That's what it looked like to me. But I think that was a decoy, right? I think it was a decoy. They have Sharp come through. It was supposed to be an elevator screen, but the timing of the play was off. See, y'all go back to the game against Purdue. The miraculous underneath out of bounds play. That's how good their timing was in that one. The timing on this play was off. And how good their timing was to be able to get that last second layup that they got on Purdue. The timing on this action Monday night was off. It was just off. It seemed like it was a play to get a 3. That's what it looked like. And I know Kevin Sampson ain't do that. Even when the ball hit his hand, y'all, yes, he had time to shot fake and drive it and get it in there. The play was for him, seemed like to me. But ain't nowhere in the world L.J. Crowder would have shot that ball for me. That's just me. See, y'all, there was 2. There was the rip screen at the top of the key, and the play was for him to come off the elevator action and get a 3. What it looked like to me. Then I had to go back and watch it. The way the game was flowing. Y'all, I thought Houston won go win that game. In that situation, I think Coach Sampson would agree. You want to extend the game with the quick 2. I think dude Sharp went rogue. Because I always talking about, if you listen to me on the broadcast, when you up, when you up, you want to shorten the game. When you down, you want to extend the game. And another thing that didn't make a lot of sense to me, when Sharp knew if he would touch the ball, it was going to be a turnover. He was better off touching it. We had 3.7 and stopping the clock. Thank you, Todd. You're all in my notes. And then fouling Florida and see if we can extend the game. To try to play keep away was kind of bizarre he was doing at the end of a national championship game. Y'all, that was the weirdest ending. Y'all, visually, it was like, what the hell just happened? Ladies and gentlemen, coaches at U of H, players at U of H, y'all need to check on this young man. Make sure he's all right. I'm going to tell you why, and I'm serious about this. He's a Florida kid. He's from Florida. For him to knock off the Florida Gators, he probably grew up watching this program, watching Al Horford, Akeem Noah, Torian Green. If I was a coach, I would take ownership and say, man, this is not on you, it's on me. We needed to do a better job of putting you, of that last possession and putting you in a position to be successful. This is what I would have told the kid. Another thing that made me scratch my head was, first of all, Kevin Sampson, listen to me, is a Hall of Fame coach and has won almost 800 games. Can outcoach anybody on this feed and anybody in America. But watch this, Sean. Watch this, Sean. Watch this, Sean. But why call timeout on a length of the floor situation? If you're going to utilize a timeout, let's get the ball quickly up across half court, call timeout right there, organize right there, instead of going the length of the floor. I ain't no coach, y'all, but I done watched enough of these games and I'm watching how stuff work. I've watched enough college basketball up close. Y'all follow me? Y'all understand what I mean? But race it up half court. Maybe, see, you race it up half court. Maybe Florida's caught, not set, off guard. Florida might be a little broken. We can get a quick two. It's just me. Then call timeout and set up our defense. You know why? We got the best defense in the country. But when you call timeout, I had to bring the ball the length of the floor. And again, the action just took too long to develop. But it was incredible drama to close that game out. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Man, I just had to share that with y'all. Let's see, Aaron Wilford. Let me go back and talk to some of y'all comments. Hatter in the semifinal game against Auburn, the same situation happened, and Chad Baker Mazzara tried to hit the game-winning shot. Spacing wasn't the best either. Sometimes it's not always history. Sometimes it's moments, missed moments. Ooh, look at Miss Wonder. Florida seemed like they had been taught to at least show hands to make the shooter think twice. That was, listen, Aaron Wilford, this was a terrible closeout.
To go.
Don't talk about Florida, all of that. This is
Give it up. Cryer, 6 seconds.
I wish somebody would close out on me like that boy just closed out on me.
Sure.
I'm going around on him. He closed out straight up. So Florida didn't do such close. That was a dumbass closeout right there. Because if this kid was smart enough, if he just didn't make up his mind, he had him. He had him. So don't go talking about Florida seems to like they've been taught to at least show hands. Hell no. U of A's got the best defense in the country, sir. Let's not go there. To me, look like I got PSD watching. I think each one of the guards that touched the ball wanted to take the shot. Okay. I was the LJ, I wouldn't have never gave that ball up. Y'all would have been talking about me today. Y'all would have been talking about me on this show today. Let's see. Man, my mama was sick yesterday. She couldn't even get out of the bed. Okay. Okay. That's how Samson looked too. What just happened? Okay, Sean. He said the last 10 minutes was a disaster. You really didn't execute when it counted the most. Yes. He said, I don't like the fact that they didn't take ownership of the situation. Didn't watch any TV, social media limit. I didn't either. He said, I'm still not talking to no one. Y'all crazy. That's why I came back and look at y'all and said, if he remains on 2 feet, he can pump. Yes. Yeah. That was a terrible closeout. I wish somebody close out. Aaron Wolford, close out that like that on me. Boy, I have thought it on y'all team. When I found out Sharp is from Florida, we checking his cash out. Man, something wrong with y'all, man. I'm still proud. You're right. I'm proud of him too. If Crowder is coming off that screen, he would have been able to get the shot off, but Sharp, yeah. You're right. So the personnel should have been different. I got you. I like that, Hurt. I ain't thinking about that, but I ain't gonna let nobody talk about my players or my coaches. I love both of them. They had a valid coach. Because the other day, y'all, he was a wizard when he called that play, that out of bounds play. And everybody talking about he's the greatest coach in the world. You can't come back the next day and say, come on, we got to be fair. We got to be fair. LJ should have ran. What you say? Hold on, let me see what LJ. LJ should have ran it down their neck. I kept saying that exactly. You're right. I wouldn't have gave that ball up. Herb Baker, y'all would have been cussing me out today if I was me and you was on the team. Because I wasn't getting 19 seconds. I'm not finna run no play. Because I'm going to show you why I wasn't going to run no play. let me get to it.
That foul line has been a dilemma.
Let me put myself back in the screen. I'm LJ, right?
2 big ones.
Watch the dude guarding me.
Tonight.
He backpedaling.
National.
Ain't nobody guarding me backpedaling. Hurt. Watch the
champion.
I'm gone like a turkey through the comb. Right there, Hurt. He backpedaling. Look at him.
Is in the balance.
Look at him. Herbie backing up. He backing up.
13 seconds left.
He backing up. He backing. Oh my God. No. I would have waved everybody off at 12. I said, no, it ain't working. It ain't working. I'm gone. I'm LJ Crowder. I'm second team, I'm third team, All-American, whatever. I'm All-American. I'm not finna let Sharp shoot this ball. And that's the same thing y'all came on here talking about. Well, they didn't get Sheldon the ball. They didn't pass it to Sheldon. Should have had the last shot. I feel the same way. Y'all keep the same energy now. Keep the same energy. I want LJ Crowder shooting that one. I ain't trying to shoot it. I'm telling L, I know what Coach said. Man, y'all got to understand. I keep trying to tell y'all so scary. It's a huddle after the huddle. Now, Wilson didn't need to be in no damn game. Ain't nobody talking about no damn Wilson. What Wilson gonna do? We had the right personnel in the game. Wilson should been in the game. The majority of the game, that dude flat out. Come on. Not at that end of the game. No. They had the right personnel. They just didn't execute it. What was Wilson going to do? What was Wilson? Who place Wilson was going to take? Ray Coop 2K. Who Wilson was going to take out the game? I'm going to put it back up there. Let me put my face back up there. Let me put me back up there. See, y'all, yeah. Herb. Here they go, Herb. Here they go.
And that foul line has been a dilemma. Although made
Who you gonna take out the game? Malcolm. Talk to me, Mal. Who gonna take out the game? They should have emptied that corner out. Thank you. Ain't no way to work. What the hell? What's his boy name? Xavier France is doing over there anyway. Get out the way. Man. Tell me, show who. You always remember, Ray, on here, this is what we do. You know how we say, well, you got a list. But Roberts, he need to be on the list. My first thing I'm going to ask you, I learned this from Jimmy. First thing I'm going to ask you, who you going to take out? Who you going to take out the game? Who you finna sub? Tell me, who you going to sub for? Yo, right here, this what I'm pissed off. L walking the ball up the court, trotting up the court. I'm flying up that court. First of all, I wouldn't have called a timeout. See, y'all missed it. Right before this, they called a timeout. I would have, after I got the rebound, I'd have pushed the ball to half court and called a timeout at half court. You would have took Sharp out. Ray, I showed like the coach against you. Ray, get you a team. We're going to get in Doug tournament. Ray, get you a team, and me and you going to put us a team in Doug's in tournament, and I'm going to coach against you. And you coach like this against me. You put Wilson in the game. I'm going to have my LJ and my Sharp and them guys out there. That's what I'm going to do. Ray, I welcome. We got a month, Ray. Get your team together. We're going to go to Doug Dozens, and we're going to, whatever age you find out, I'm going to come and get me somebody that same age, and we're going to put a team in the Doug Dozens. All right. You know, now guess what, Ray? Everybody going to want to come watch that, Ray. So guess what? The box office going to be great for Doug. How about that? Let's do that, Doug. Email me at chopshophtx@gmail.com. Yes, Samson is second guessing himself. Absolutely. Y'all, what got me about Coach Samson? I watch him. I sit right behind the bench when I'm at. Coach Samson orchestrates every play. But he did not say, y'all watch him. He right up over me. Hold up. Let me put my thing. I'm going to put this Coach Samson right here. Right here. Yo. He just so unanimated this time.
two big ones the other night. National champion.
He ain't moving. Look, got a hand on the hip.
Chip is in the balance.
He ain't told nobody nowhere to go.
13
He usually telling somebody where to go right here.
seconds left.
He ain't said nothing. His hand's still on his hip. Y'all keep watching it. He done moved. I'm sure he done moved now. He right here now. He right here. In case y'all can't see. Okay. All right. I'm back in action.
Florida leads it by
Coach ain't moved his hands.
2. Uzan gonna go.
Coach ain't said nothing.
Uzan.
Coach ain't said nothing.
Give it up. Cross.
Coach ain't said nothing.
6 seconds. 5
Coach ain't said nothing.
seconds. Sharp.
Hand still on his hip.
He won.
Hey, y'all. I never seen that. Never seen that. Incredible drama to a close game. I know some of y'all saying, damn, Robert. Why, Robert? Come on, Robert. But y'all know, did y'all know 17 of the last 21 national championship has been won by, I'm finna give you these group of guys, this group of teams. 17. He was not right the entire night. I just didn't see it. He looked like he got, come on, Ray, don't do that. Oh, he was praying. Jesus, take the ball. I like that. But y'all watch this. Y'all watch this now. Sonya, y'all got to hear me now. Sonya, you finna be the smartest woman at the nail shop. Wanda, you're gonna be the smartest woman in Port Arthur. When you go in the nail shop, what do you say? Do y'all know that 17 of the last 21 national championship has been by this group? I'm finna give you this group of 2, 4, 6. The last 17 has been won by either UConn, Florida, University of North Carolina, Duke, Kansas, and Villanova. Y'all need me to get it to you again? "17 of the last 21 national championships, go back and look at it, has been won by this group of 6 teams. UConn, Florida, UNC, Duke, Kansas, and Villanova. Everybody ain't winning this thing, man. This ain't no equal opportunity. Them 6 right there done won 17 of the last 21. It's 365 Division I teams. Ain't nobody saying nothing, Michael Garcia. I got a question. Do anybody know anybody that plays for, really know him, that plays for Toronto? Because I don't know Jamal Shedd. I don't have his number, but if anybody know him, I want you to ask him something. Because I was thinking about something, and a lot of y'all probably don't even know. He said, Robert, there are a few possessions where the U of H had the ball, a rebound, and lost it out of bounds, and Florida scored on every possession. Every play counts. Yeah, absolutely. I said that. Man, I did a story about every possession. Y'all, I can't find it, though. I be writing this stuff down because I have people writing it down because sometimes I forget some of this stuff. Let me see what I be saying about possessions. Let me see. I'm just going through my notes about. No, I know I got more. Okay, you talking about I ain't got but 2. Y'all got to be at y'all rabbit mind. Let me see. Let me just go. Let me just go down. Let me just go. Let me go. Y'all leave me alone. I like to go down and look at my notes. I got notes after notes after notes. But I wrote something about possessions one time. And it's mentioned a lot of times because I talk about it on the broadcast. But possessions are very important. Thank you, Michael Garcia. They're very, very important. And I'm trying to find. Golly, I can't believe I'm doing myself like this. I'll be more prepared tomorrow. Hold on. Now, I tell you one thing. On every show, I always talk about value possessions. Every time I commentate a game. But I saw something about travel to Toronto. Y'all, I went to one of the worst Super Bowls I ever had to go. Not the Super Bowl. Worst All-Star games I went to because it was cold and you had to go through customs. I don't like going through customs, and I got a global entry now, but I don't like to go through customs. But when you going to play Toronto, the visiting team, you have to get off the plane and you have to walk through when you're going and walk through the hangar, get your bags, and then get on the bus. And it's cold as hell. That's the only place in the league that you got to do that. Because everything changed after 9/11. I don't know if y'all know this stuff. It was a point. Who remembers how we went through the airport? 9/11, I've been so used to the way we go through now. Do anybody remember? 'Cause I don't remember before, because I was flying before 9/11. Y'all, I was, uh, I had just got back off a trip. I would have been stuck in Miami. Not a bad place to be stuck. I was down there trying to represent Andre Johnson. And I never forget, he talking about, man, let's stay tonight, man, so we can go to Nikki Beach. We gonna go to Nikki Beach, though. I said, no, I got to get back. I think look, Robert had to do something. Something little Robert had to do. I had to get back. So I left and came back. I think was it on that Sunday? I think it happened on that Monday or Tuesday, 9/11. But I would have been stuck in Miami if I'd have went to, so it had to be Monday. I would have been stuck. So, but I never get that. But I don't remember, what did we do in the airport a long time ago? I mean, when we went to, I know they used to warn you. They pat you down, some people. But what, do anybody remember the procedure before 9/11? He said, why don't college review plays on timeouts like the obvious goaltending? They only review the last 2 minutes. Because you'll be all damn day. Michael Garcia. Michael Garcia, you can't go 40 minutes. Y'all gonna do this, everybody doing this every few minutes. The game will take too long, man. That's why they do it in the last 2 minutes. Yeah. Rocky, somebody goaltending, somebody should have dunked it in there. He couldn't have dunked. He can't go, no dunk. Somebody should have dunked it in there. Rockets had a whole, I thought, man, don't blame the refs. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to blame no refs. I ain't never blame the refs. And I should blame the refs, because I know some of them ain't no good. But do anybody remember flying? So y'all didn't fly before 9/11? Did anybody fly? Anybody on the feed? Wait a minute, can y'all hear me? Am I muted? Did anybody fly before? I got 5 minutes, y'all, and y'all taking too long. Did anybody fly before 9/11? Because I know with 9/11, if it is a point where prior to 9/11, you can just literally on these visiting flights like this, you can just get off the plane or get off the bus and walk to the plane. But when 9/11 happened, man, everything changed. They used to just pat you down and warn you after 9/11. And not just for Americans or civilians, but for the NBA guys. I'm talking about the NBA guys. Things changed for them too. Dude said he wanted to, and he just said wanted, do the Raptors players have to go through it every time that they come back? So what did they do, Shaniqua? I forgot what they did. I just forgot. Yeah. What did they used to do? We used to go through a metal detector. We used to go through something. I just can't remember. Maybe I got to Google it, because I just can't remember. Sonya, you worked at the airport. What did we used to do before 9/11? How did we used to get on the plane? I forgot. How did the security check look? Maybe that's what I'm asking. How did the security check look? Because I'm going here because the NBA guys, everything changed. He said, I was in Jakarta, Indonesia during 9/11. The largest, wonder they didn't come bomb your ass, I heard. I'm just wondering, do the Raptors players who play there, do they have to go through this every time they come back home? Because the visiting team, they have to get off the plane and go through the airport when they leave Toronto. You're walking through an airport with everybody else. I'm sure they got to have expedited channels for their players, but then somebody told me they don't. That means you got to go through customs. If you're in the playoffs 50 times a year, along with all the bad taxes, y'all, the high taxes you got up there. I guess don't nobody know. Y'all, I guess I'm the only one thinking like this. Now, the issue ain't bad if you leave the game at night because it's late at night. Ain't that many people in the airport. But the issue comes when if you leave the next morning. You have to stand in line, show your passport, and they will scan your bag on the conveyor belt. Okay. Okay. I forgot. I'm serious. And y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all explain something too. Not you, Siri. I'm not talking to you. It's an issue. When you leave as a visiting team, you get randomly searched. And y'all, let me tell y'all, because y'all be talking about stuff, talking about, man, they own private plane, they got the big old lazy boy seats. Listen to me. Travel will catch up with you. Especially when you're hurt. Going up in the air 13,000 feet in a tube. That's not normal. In a pressurized tube. It's not ideal. That's why players stay at home and don't go on the road trips if they're trying to heal. Because everything swell up when you 20,000 or 30,000 feet in the air. People wonder why they ain't on the bench. In real life, when we were coming off one of our road trips with TSU, we had a medical emergency on the plane with one of our party. The video guy, he was unconscious on the plane. And the guy sitting next to him, finna nudge him because he finna get out and go sit down, go to the restroom. And he wouldn't wake up. This happened this year, y'all. Few months, about a month and a half back. So one of the players came to me, Mr. Hatter. So-and-so won't wake up. So the first thing I did, I got to get out of here, y'all. The first thing I did, I went straight to the cockpit. I went straight to the flight attendant. And I told her what was going on. I said, there's a doctor on board. And she announced, there's doctors on board, go to seat so-and-so, so-and-so. And the doctors went back there and got him back right. Y'all, I was all I did, I just started praying. Serious. And the only thing I said, Lord, we 40 minutes from Houston, 30,000 feet in the air. I'm close to you right now. I need you right now. I love that man. I'm serious, y'all. I'm serious. So when we landed, and the paramedics, the first responders got him off the plane. You know what they said? I was telling them about, because he had some kind of medical problem. And he's saying, your veins probably swelled up because you're in a pressurized tube at 30,000 feet in the air. Things like that happen. That make you sick and make you lose consciousness. So, I mean, I just had to share that with y'all. You said players have to go through customs every time. They have those running around in the line. Man, what is you talking about, Wanda? I can't say that over the way. Yes, DeRozan was on a podcast and said that he had to put stuff in the equipment managers under the plane to speed the process. It was a headache for them. Thank y'all. Okay, I like that. But y'all, I got to get out of here, man. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I had some more stuff for you, but I have to space it out. I can't give it all to you one time. Share the show. It's Women Rock Wednesday. Shout out to all the women all over the world. What is you talking about, Saya? I don't know. Y'all doing too much. Oh, she called it vaso. Oh, so it's a word. I didn't know. I'm telling you, I didn't know until them people. They, you know, I told you I learned something new every day. I learned from y'all. Sonya, I got to look that up. I can't let you just put that up there like that, girl. Hold on. I can't let you. Hold on. You see, I'm taking a photo. See, I told y'all I have y'all tabulated up on the screen. That's what it's called. Oh, I'm gonna go study that. See, I learned something. That's why I love y'all. Y'all teach me something every day. Uh-oh, hold up, y'all. Somebody just sent me a text. Okay, it's good. It's good. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll tell y'all about this text probably tomorrow. But I'm out of here. Peace.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.